Alright, what's up, y'all? It's Noah back again. So, today I just wanted to talk to y'all guys about family and my journey and just walking by myself. I'm not going to go into it deep, but just walking by myself and how I thought, I was alone and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, I spent so much time looking for love and trying to fit in, like, just trying to blend in with people and their ideals and their way of thinking. And, obviously that didn't work out. I had multiple relationships just giving love to people that didn't deserve it or didn't want it. So, I don't know. That's something I wish I would have avoided. But if I did avoid it, I wouldn't learn what I had learned. So, but I just wound up not trusting people and just digging myself in a deep hole, like just with my heart. Like if you put your heart on the line, more than likely, if it's not the right person, all the time, it's going to get crushed. So me putting my heart on the line just because someone was beautiful or because they had a fatty or whatever the case is, you know what I mean? Me putting my heart on the line wasn't worth it for those people. Like, why? I don't even know these people's names to this day. I forgot. Like, I barely even remember how they look. I see pictures sometimes. I'll be like, oh, I remember that person. But sometimes when you get to a point, you don't even remember who you has screwed or whatever. Like, you don't remember. Like, you're all over the place. Like, there's some people I don't remember until like something pops up on TV or something. I'll be like, hmm. Or sometimes I walk past people and I'll be like, did me and her do something? Like it just, she seems familiar. Like you know what I'm saying? Like she looks familiar. So it's just weird to just give your heart and your whatever you give them to random people. And I'm only able to talk to y'all so freely or whatever because I spent so much time explaining myself to random people, like random girls, having random people in my bed, just random girls in my bed. Just come on, like just explaining myself over and over, just looking for love, looking for answers, looking. It's not worth it, people. It's really not. And it's sad now that I think about it. It's sad that I treated myself like that. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Just. Mm. So yeah, like they weren't ugly girls or like super nasty or none of that. It just wasn't worth it. Sometimes when the enemy is trying to get to you, he'll get to you through your desire. So if you have a desire for women or a desire for money, like he'll come to you in those forms. So I had a desire and an infinity for women, Spanish women, whatever, um, any size, any shape, any color. Like I was just like whatever, So I believe evil came to me in the form of a woman or women or whatever. That's why I have certain feelings I have still. That's why I'm not in a relationship or I'm not looking because I have to heal myself. So I'm on a journey to heal myself because I damaged myself and I threw myself at people or whatever, threw my heart at people basically that didn't want it. So they threw it and they crushed it, and I guess that's what I get. Okay, so I lost myself. You know what I mean? So when you lose yourself, you just are unconfident. You just asking people what they think, what you should do. Like they don't know what you should do. They doing bad themselves. Like how you asking them what you should do? You should already be confident enough to know what you got to do and just do it. Get to it. Like walk with that swag. If you're handsome or beautiful, don't be too cocky. Be humble, but always be confident. Stand up straight, do whatever you got to do because that's what we have to do. Because people don't care about it, especially when you're throwing your heart out the window all the time. People don't care about you, so you have to walk with confidence and talk with that, so they know not to play with you. Because regardless, they're going to play with you, but they'll play with you sooner if you don't walk with confidence. So, and that's another thing. So, all right, so from now on, I'm just going to strive to be the best me I could be. All right. So, yeah, I learned that I could actually be me, that I'm actually kind of cool. I'm actually, I'm handsome, I'm pretty short or whatever, but I do me. I do me for who I am. And, I've never been stepped on, not to be cocky. And I've never been stepped on. I've always been an athlete. I'm kind of fit. I could fight. I could be sure of myself. I'm learning the Lord. I'm learning to love myself and others. I'm learning to do for myself so I could do for others. So it's not on no selfish stuff, but I am who I am, and I don't gotta hide that. I could be confident and bold and say what's up. But yeah, so that part. It's no traffic in my lane. So if I'm myself at all times, then like I'm the best me I could be. I'm myself. Like who can be me better than me? So if I'm doing what I'm supposed to do and doing what I'm striving to do and achieving my goals and being that person I want to be, then it's no traffic in my lane because I want to be that person. Why should you want to be me? Don't be me. Be yourself. Everybody should be themselves, and I'm learning to be comfortable being me, and I love being me now. Like before, I used to be lack of confidence because I'm short or whatever. I go to the gym and I see these big bulky guys, like huge guys. Like, no, I don't even worry about that. Like, I'm good enough for me. I'm good enough for whoever I attract. I'm good enough. You know, God made me. God made you too, of course. But if God made you, then be comfortable in your skin, because if you was somebody else, then that was your destiny. But you are you. So this is your destiny. Live with it and embrace it and love it with your heart and your soul, people. So, yeah. So, okay. So no traffic in my lane. Humbly. So no more negotiating with my value and my worth. So I'm worth what I'm worth. So if you don't think I'm worth what I think I'm worth, then fine, walk out. Like, we don't gotta agree on that. But I know me and I know what I'm worth, and I'm not gonna take no less than what I'm worth. So if you want to walk out and you think you can get a better deal or anything with somebody else, get them for cheaper, then do that. But you ain't gonna get me for cheap. I'm I'm the price I'm worth, and that's what you're gonna get. If we balance it out, if we together here, we vibing, then there's no issues. Like, my value is I'm a king and you're a queen, and if we have babies, they're going to be future kings and queens, and that's how we're going to value ourselves. But if you don't value me like that, and I'm not going to value you like that, if you don't value me like that, and it's not going to work. So you always have to value yourself and no negotiate with nobody, because they're always going to try to dupe you and try to get you for the less price. So no less price on me. I'm worth for what I'm worth. So no negotiating, people. Loneliness. So I thought I was lonely, bro. Thought I was lonely the whole time. Turns out I had God. And I know it sounds cliche, but people, if you feeling bad, if you tired, if you just got any type of troubles, get on your knees and pray. Sometimes your prayers ain't coming fast enough because you ain't doing what you need to do. You pray when you are in hardship. You can't pray when you're in hardship, because people, your angels are working and they're fighting off demons. That's trying to get at you. It's a spiritual war around us, people. So the more you dig yourself into the hole and do bad things and do basically the devil's way, you are delaying your blessings. So your blessings, every time you do something crazy that you know you ain't supposed to do, just look at it as you're delaying your blessings. Your blessings would have came here, you delayed it to here, all right? So don't delay your blessings anymore, people. Pray multiple times a day. Do what you have to do, because nobody really cares if you don't care. So if you don't care about yourself, then hey, if you don't care about the Lord and turn your back on the Lord, what you think would he be wrong if he turned his back on you? Think about it. So don't turn your back on the Lord. Pray, pray, pray multiple times. All right. So why are you lonely? So you're only lonely because maybe you don't have faith, because God says I'm always with you, and he's never far, and he isn't far. So if you feel like you're lonely, then maybe you don't have enough faith. Maybe you need to pray and read the Bible. So that would be my suggestion to you. If you feel lonely, grab your Bible, get to know the Lord, love the Lord, because he's never far, and your angels are always with you. Your spirit is with you. Another thing I wanted to say, trust your spirit, people. Your spirit is what's guiding you to do the right things when you got that little devil on your shoulder telling you to do the wrong things. So when you know you're supposed to be doing something, and you know you gotta strive to get busy, and there's something making you feel bad because you ain't doing it, that's your spirit. Let your spirit take over you, and let your spirit guide you, and let your spirit take over your tongue and your body and your movements. But in order to do that, you have to give permission to the Lord. So you pray to the Lord, say, Lord, I give you permission to take over my tongue and to guide me, and my steps be your steps, and things like that. Like, pray to ask him to take over your actions and your body and your tongue and everything, your spirit. Like, tell him to use you. You are to be used by God, but in order for him to do that in a timely fashion, not when you want it, you have to submit to him every day, pray every day, need him to use you every day. You think these words are my words? They're not. These words are not my words. Okay, so these words are not my words, they're his words. And I promise you, people, you give your faith to God, he will guide you and strengthen you and take over. Just have faith in that man. Have faith in that spirit. Have faith. Please, I urge you guys to have faith. Please, please, I pray for you guys. Have faith, all right? So, I'm sorry, so if the Lord wanted you to find your soulmate, you'll be with them by now. So don't worry about no soulmate going out and dating, and you so lonely and you need a man and this and that. You need your bills paid. Trust me. If God wanted a man to come swoop you, or a woman to come swoop you off your feet, or however it go, it would have happened. So stop worrying about that, and you are what matters. You have to manage yourself and learn and make yourself better every day. And that's what we strive to do. Not to get a woman, not to get a man. If God wants that in your plans, it'll happen. But until then, better yourself, people. Please. Okay. God is around all of us. So if you look and open your eyes and your mind and have faith, you will see that God is amazing. He is so amazing, and he's never too far. And you got to open your heart and love him, and you'll see him. He'll show you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe when you pray and ask him just to perform a miracle for you, but you got to deserve it. But ask him. You'll be surprised. I asked him to give me this tongue. I asked him to take over my actions. This is him, or whatever spirit he sent me is giving you guys this. I'm sorry to be cliche if you think I'm cliche, but I did not speak like this. I did not talk like this. I did not move like this. You think these are my movements? I'm no teacher. I'm no none of this. This is the Lord, people. I love him, and he loves me back. And he's, in my opinion, well, it's not my opinion. This is what I know. He's working through me. So if I tell you anything, just with an open heart, just try to receive it, please, because I'm not staring you wrong. I'm not, please love yourself and have faith, people. Even just have faith, please, in something greater than yourself. Because again, if you're the greatest, why aren't you outside my window like he is? Why aren't you, why don't you speak to me? All right? So cut it out. Believe in something higher than yourself. All right. Oh, the Adam and Eve story. I'm not going to go into the whole story, but just one little tidbit real quick. So they bit the apple, right? Of all knowledge, the knowledge, whatever, knowledge tree. So God doesn't want us to know everything for a reason, y'all. For a reason. Like, why do y'all want to know everything? You know how you not tell your kids the whole truth, or just hide something for their own good. Like, don't tell them the whole story for their own good, just because they wouldn't understand. Like, certain things you'll just get them out of here, because like, why are you asking me these questions as a child? Like, stay in the child's place. Like, get out of here. What are you talking about right now? And that's how God feels. Like, his kids and people he created are questioning him. Since when? Since when do you ever let your kids question you? So just how you tell your kids, stay in the child's place, or just, it's your business. Like, who is this kid to know everything? So that's how God feels, and just stop questioning him, because he is the parent. Don't question God. You might not want the answers to them. Trust me. Do not force that. Do not force that. Do not question God. You do not want the answers to everything. All right? You don't want that on your shoulders. Look what happened to even Adam and Eve. Look what happened. Once they bit that apple, they start covering up. They thought they knew everything. They became overwhelmed with fear. They had no fear before they bit that apple. Like, come on. They took the branches from the trees and covered up. They actually covered themselves and broke God's tree, God's branch, to make clothes for themselves. Really? Really? He said, who told you was naked? They didn't know they was naked. They had no knowledge of that, of embarrassment and feeling naked. Like, who wants that, y'all? Who wants all that knowledge? Y'all not ready. Mine's too puny, all right? Stop questioning the Lord. The Lord is all-knowing and all-powerful for a reason, y'all. Y'all are not. Y'all are his creation, and do what he asks. Let him work through you. Bless people how you are blessed. How about that? Let's start with that, and then let's move on to this complicated stuff and all this extra stuff. Not destroying yourself. Also, like, once you love God, he loves you, and he loves you enough to make you love yourself. So, focus on loving God, and then all that addiction and everything, cigarettes you want to stop smoking, and pornography you want to stop watching, and all this stuff, it'll go away. Just give yourself to God, and give yourself to a higher power or something. Believe in something, y'all. I didn't mean to turn this into, like, because some people don't believe. So I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry if I offended you. Sorry, not sorry. But no, this is my beliefs. And you ain't got to listen, but, please have faith in something other than yourself. And I love you guys. And yeah, I think I did y'all justice today, and I just spoke to y'all from my heart and gave y'all a little bit of insight on me. So thank you everyone for listening, and if you stayed to the end, thank you. I love you. And if you didn't, thank you. I love you. And I'll probably put this into shorts because it's a lot of stuff that I went over, and I think I'm speaking real stuff. So thank you, people.